24. Also played the Masters together this year. For the challenge against Shanley Waters and Ben Johns. Waters, the first server in this one.
Right out. Zero, 0-1. Second serve. 0-0-2.
The subtleties that's interesting for me to watch live with Ben in that backhand is the last minute adjustments with the paddle head at every position of the ball. So calculated with his every move, and so is that backhand of Annalie Waters.
And you never really, you know, Annalie can play pretty soft off the line. It gives her a lot of time to understand where that ball's coming from and load up. It never really seems like she has to compromise on power and pace. Like, she hits it so hard that even at the fact that she's 4 feet off, it doesn't really impact the counter.
1-1-1.
One of the best things about Jackie and Mix is that she knows how to read where the guy is and keep them honest far more often than some of the other women would do in mixed. And she's got that great kind of compact roll dink that can get down.
Point. One, 1-2. I'm sorry. Correction. 2-1-2.
Oh, that lob is punished right into the hands of Jaume.
And look for the rest of this game in the match until something really changes. Jackie's going to hug that line, take balls out of the air, not necessarily have to be pushed around with a roll dink from AL, and provide a little bit of pressure.
Second serve.
Jackie Kawamoto playing with the Proton paddle.
1-2-2.
Presenting sponsor for this great event.
One, 2-2. Right out. Two, 1-1.
Nice grab from Waters down the line, catching Jaume one step to his right.
Yeah, out of all the men and the women, Annalie is the best attacker from off the bounce. She has the most variety and the most confidence, comboing and getting you kind of uncomfortable with a neutral ball or even a normal dink coming her way.
I love that assessment. I agree with you. Jaume on the attack.
Step over here from Jaume, closing on that middle ball.
3-1-2.
Wow, the Ben two-hander is alive in this match. The dinks have been fine, not necessarily great, but an interesting two-handed attack out of the air. That's a rare but kind of emerging thing for him.
Point.
Both of these guys obviously want to be an aggressor and kind of planting out in the middle of the court there. So, again, you may have a fine volley, but there it's just right into their wheelhouse.
Point. Timeout receivers. 6-1-2.
Oh, right off the tip of the paddle. Jackie had some leverage on the play. Didn't work out as intended.
The other thing I would say is Jackie could amp up going behind Ben a little bit more. Just try to create a little bit more pressure there and see if he does want to Ernie, but really make him show that he's going to cover that line. There we go. There we go, JK. I describe Jaume, Jackie, Hayden in a non-joking way as having mental reach. Like they want the ball and they maximize that through footwork, through anticipation, and they really want to provide pressure out of the air. And it's unfortunate to see some folks on the women's side who are 5'9" or guys who are 6 foot just not fully maxing that.
Side out. 7-1-1.
Good take there from Jaume.
Serve. 7-1-2. Point. 8-1-2. Point.
Just a simple play.
Yeah.
Can get you out of rhythm.
I can hear you laughing at my claim that this would go to 3, Michelle.
Hey, listen, I like the prediction. I just think these two are too good at the moment. ATP.
Nasty.
Makes
Wrap around there.
Easy. That's one of the best defensive players against an ATP in Jaume, and even he didn't even have any idea where this was going. Another look. Game point. Waters calling Ben Johns off just a little late.
1-10-1. Point. Two 10-1. Second serve.
Thought that looked out to me, but we'll trust the players on court.
2-10-2. Point. Three 10-2. Point. Timeout. Receivers. 4-10-2.
Preemptive.
Yeah. And Johns, they don't hesitate. Well, mainly only Waters doesn't hesitate to call timeout if a run has been struck on the
She does not. Ball being played.
Time in. 4-10-2. Point.
Nice little counter from Jackie Kawamoto.
5-10-2. Point.
Uh-oh. Little trouble, potentially.
Well, smoke is back.
6-10-2.
Jeez.
Side out.
What an angle.
Game point.
Game point returns
And
to
6-1.
Johns and Waters. Left side Waters. Ooh.
Test that forehand dink, Jackie.
Oh,
I wanted her to go toe-to-toe with Ben
that
Cross.
would have been awesome. We all wanted to see that, I think. 11-6 to finish that game number one. It
New ball.
ultimately fell away.
Game 2. Time in. 0-0-2.
See if they can push him here.
Side out.
Yeah, the second half of the first game, Jaume and Jackie found a little bit of a string there, but mostly about getting in.
0-0-1.
Nice little roll drops, hybrid drives that Ben and AL fumbled a little bit. So the game will be won at the kitchen if they can have a chance at it.
And Ben Johns getting that ball down as he does best. So we can do things from below the net and then above the net. Best in the game at getting it down at the
1-0-1.
feet.
Second serve.
And for all the players at home listening in, like we like to call attention to flashy shots or new shots that some of the
1-0-2.
pros have, but they've earned the right to invest in a new shot and kind of really add that to the repertoire. All of us need to just make 5 backhand dinks cross court in a row before we think about two-handed roll, Kwong Ben style. You know, it can become a little bit distracting on Instagram, YouTube, all the stuff. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. Like, you got to make balls first. And that's just that's not a shot you ever see in pro level rec play. You know, when Jaume and Jackie were getting games in this morning, that's not something that a woman was going to be on the left-hand side pulling. So you give AL the benefit of the doubt and say, I got to counter this even though I was going out.
0-3-1.
Ooh,
Point.
quite the angle. Didn't make it, but
1-3-1.
was almost cool.
He was trying to go JW on that one.
Love that.
Point. Two, 3-1.
Here it is again.
Second
Anything
serve.
above the waist is going down at the feet.
Yeah, tough to take that swinging volley from the knee
2-3-2.
to a static person, and that static person being Ben.
Oh,
Jaume read it right there.
Side out. Three, 2-1. Point. 4-2-1. Point. 5-2-1.
Oh, what a scrap from Jaume.
Second serve.
Boop, 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 boop. Really good little feet there at the line.
Assumed that's what the reference was. It was a perfect actual illustration of the tippy toes of Jaume.
Point.
And that one unsuccessful from Jackie, though. I do like the pull. The difference, though, is she was a full step off the kitchen there prior to doing that earlier with success. She was just kind of right there on the line, giving her a lot more margin.
Point. Seven, 2-2.
Down it goes again through the middle. Ben Johns is there.
Eight, 2-2.
Their paddle to ball consistency and getting it everything out in front is unmatched. And if Ben happens to not be there, then Annalie Waters is already swinging. To get the paddle to the ball in every single sequence here from Ben is so impressive. I mean, the reflexes.
Yeah, that's the Ben and Annalie experience right here in the last few minutes. Just, it's so hard to game plan against. I remember we were talking dozens and dozens of tournaments where they went without a loss. It's not easy to draw up.
Wow. A perfect and poetic finish for Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. 11-2 this time in the second.
Really clean from AL and Ben. Masterful work there in game two. I think that was a 6